I'm talking to you, dear candidate. This is your day. This is your day. Forget that the other people in the church. You are the only ones who matter today. Do you remember anything from the sermons you heard over the past? You see, that's my fear, that when I talk here, you are not going to remember what I've said. Do you want me to talk or just to sit down and get it done? What do you want me to do? I'm your servant today. Whatever you want to tell me, I will do. Your future is yet to come. Your tomorrow is yet to come. My future is the present. I am in my future. My immediate past is still my future. But your future, you probably haven't thought much about your future. But this is a good time to start thinking about your future, about your tomorrow, about how your life will be tomorrow, or what you want your life to look like tomorrow. I have identified 8 things which I think will be part of what you want in future. 8 things. They will not all come at the same time, but they are part of your future, I think. You will want to have a car in future. You can't walk your life up and down the restaurant. No. You will want to have a car in the future because you will need it to move from one place to another. Not now. You probably haven't even thought about it. But that's the point. It's because it belongs to the future. You will want to have a family, but not now. In the future, you will want to have your own family. You will want to have a certain status, a certain position in society, I guess. That again belongs to the future, not now. Oh, let me see. It should belong to your future, not now. You should not be comparing yourself with others now. It's too early to start doing that. You can only compare yourself with others when you have money. You don't have money, so don't compare yourself to others. You will want in the future a different lifestyle. You will want to choose how to live a decent life. Now your lives are virtually determined by your parents. In future, you'll want to have your own style, how to dress, how to appear, etc. You will want to stay away, to run away from poverty. Nobody wants to be poor except a lazy person. If you are lazy, obviously, you are likely to be poor because you don't want to make any effort. You will also, I hope, want to be a better Christian. You want to grow in a life of virtue, in being a better person, in doing good things, in doing things that will benefit yourself and benefit others. You don't really do those things now, but as you grow older, you will want to do those things. 8, you will want to buy your mother a car in future, not now. You will want to buy your mother a house. Now, listen, if you are 40 years old and still stay with your mother, you can't buy your mother a house. You are too old to do anything useful. But you will dream about it, you will want to do it, you will see it when you're in your 20s or early 30s. You will want to buy your mother a car. Perhaps because you want to say thank you to her. I don't know. Every young person, theoretically, every young person, every young man, every young lady wants to buy his or her mother a car. Build them a house. I don't see many young people buying their mothers a car. Don't remember. Very few. But they do want to buy their mothers a house, to give their mothers a decent lifestyle, etc. To break away from the past. The last one I haven't mentioned. You will have an ambition to have a profession, an ambition for a personal well-being, an ambition to be successful in life. That will be your aspiration. It might not be strong. All these 8 points I have mentioned, they are there in your heart, in your mind, but not forceful. Not forceful. In order to achieve these things, you have to be motivated, to begin now to motivate yourself. These things will not come easily. You have to make an effort. You have to be, you start now as a student. That's where you are at. Study is really the only business of the day as far as we are concerned. We expect nothing from you. We have to sweep the yard or something, but really study. Education is the key to your future. Education is the key to your future. Now there may be other alternative routes, but for the majority of you, education is the only key to the future. And so if it is the only key to the future, then you must work hard to make that future possible. You must be self-disciplined. You must sacrifice pleasure. You probably, I'm terribly worried about that, but a time will come, not far away, unfortunately, not far away, within the next 2 or 3 years, you will see that you've got to pick up your socks in order to become successful. You have to persevere. You have to try again and again until you see improvement in your marks, in your studies, in whatever you do. You also have to be patient. Success doesn't come overnight. You have to be patient. You have to wait. Waiting is also a virtue. Now I'm saying you should be motivated, you should be self-disciplined, you should persevere in your work, you should be patient in your work. Those virtues, those qualities are the gifts of the Holy Spirit. And so today when we celebrate the coming of the Holy Spirit, these are the gifts we are talking about. Your role, dear candidates, is to allow these gifts to grow in you, to become more hardworking, more patient, more persevering, so that the things you do, and I'm saying the studies, so that the studies you do may begin to bear fruit and convince you that this is the right path to the future. You have to overcome obstacles. You have to overcome hurdles. When you are determined to get good marks, for example, in school, a candidate's education is the means to success. That's where you must stay. That's where your gold is. That's where your diamonds are. And we repeat these things because I see many young people in our society who fall by the wayside, who don't really seem to have a dream and an ambition, whose life has come to an end abruptly because they have not invested their energy, their whatever they have in their education. There are temptations even for young people, and that is why many fail. Some fall into addictions very early in life, fall into addictions of drugs, addictions of alcohol. I don't know. Some don't sleep at night. Night is the time of activity, like rats. They only become active at night. And that's not right for young people. That's what discipline should be. You should know that you are going astray when you begin to give in to these addictions. Some want to be early parents. Some want to be early parents and to have children. What do you do when you are 18, 17, 15 and you already have a child? Your future is dead. You've killed your future. Because now you are going to be dependent on others. If we haven't had me, we haven't had me. Dear young ladies, about boys, I don't know. One would like to advise boys to be self-disciplined, to take an oath never to disturb somebody else's future, never to make experiment with another person, to hold your horses, to be self-disciplined. Your time will come. I've told you, I am my future. I'm living in my future as you see me. But your future is way on the other side. So you have to wait. You've got 60, 70 years ahead of you. And dear young ladies, do not get married before you are financially independent. Don't. Do not enter marriage as if you are a subcontractor. Enter marriage as a full equal partner. You've got to do that so that when things go wrong, and things do go wrong in life, so that when things go wrong, when love grows cold, you are able to stand up on your feet and continue with your life instead of looking at somebody else. Oh, he used to be such a loving husband. Those days will be gone by then. He becomes your enemy. Suddenly people who used to hold hands, who used to hug, who used to love each other, they become a dog and a cat. And I never understood that. I don't understand why if you no longer love a person, why you just can't pick up your jacket and go away instead of fighting. And so you can see from the divorce cases, the acrimony there, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So you've got, in order to achieve and become a success in life, you've got to plan now and be wise now as a young person. Be wise, be patient, be persevering, be understanding. These are the gifts of the Holy Spirit. Once you've achieved your profession, you see, by the age of 25, you're probably 16 years old. By the age achieved your goal. You should be an engineer, you should be an accountant, medical doctor, an engineer. At the age of 25, you've got to wait until you reach that age. You have to wait. You have to persevere until you get that qualification. At the age of 25, is that too far? Can't you wait for those years? I'll still be around.